microtransactions be utilized in this game?
So we are a free-to-play game, but of course, you know, we need to make some money too. So we do microtransactions in several ways. So the traditional way of a marketplace, where you can go there and you can buy items from the shop. But what's really cool about Dragon's Profit is a lot of the microtransactions are built into the gameplay, and they're, in my mind, they're really like for convenience rather than, you know, and there's no power into it. It's all convenience. So when your character dies, you have two choices. You can revive, which is the normal thing. You go back to a bind point, you know, in WoW, you go back to a graveyard, and in EQ, you go back to, you know, wherever you were bound in the city. In this game, everyone has a bind point from the last village they were at. So you can go there when you die. Free for everyone. Or if you're like in a really tight situation, you don't want to have to fight back through that dungeon or whatever, you can resurrect, but it'll cost you station cash. So that's one way. You can travel throughout the world on your dragon or by running around, but if you want to set up teleportation points, there's a teleportation system. Anyone can set up the teleportation points, but to use them, you have to spend station cash. Again, just a convenience thing. So it's little things like that. You can enhance your armor using gems and stuff, and you can use in-game gold, which you have to spend time to acquire, or you can spend station cash if you want to do it. So that's some of the ways you can do it.
What role has fan feedback played in the development of this game?
Oh, it's actually we've gotten a lot of feedback from the players, and we're working with Runewaker, who's the developer out in Taiwan, and they're really awesome with taking feedback from us and making changes. One of the big ways is how you summon dragons, how you capture dragons, and then the mechanics of how that's done. So when we first went into closed beta, you were using, basically you have 3 bars under your character icon. And the gold bar underneath, which is now used for your dragon soul abilities, and for the time for capturing the dragon, it was also going down when your dragon was summoned. So you'd be like, hey, I'm fighting with my dragon, which is what you always want to do, and your bar goes down, and then you see another cool dragon you want to capture. Well, you had to unsummon your dragon, wait for that bar to fill back up, hope no one else took that cool dragon you saw, right? And so it's really frustrating to the players. They gave us that feedback, we told Runewaker, and they're like, we'll change it. So now we have little icons, so you can see all 6 dragons, you know, potentially you have 6 dragons on your inventory at all times. You can see them all there. We have Alt-F keys, so you can quickly change. Like you can have one out, hit Alt-F3, new dragon comes out instantly, right? And it doesn't take that gold bar. There's actually a little icon with a timer up there. It says how much time you have left. So your gold bar is always full until you start using your dragon soul abilities. So it was a big change. It seems kind of minor, but it was a real big deal for the players because dragons are such a part of the game. Introducing the dragon chamber. Before we did that, you could only have 12 dragons at any time that you owned or that you'd captured. The players are like, yeah, but there's so many dragons. I want to, even if I'm not using them, I want to collect them all, right? It's fun. So we introduced the Dragon Chamber, which gives you 96 extra slots. We're going to have achievements in there so players can see more what type of dragons they've captured. So just little things like that. We've changed the attributes. Players were kind of complaining about the charisma. It's like, hey, we all have to put points in charisma, so what's the reason to even have this? Like, oh, okay, we understand. We'll make the change to it. So it's really cool to see beta working this way where we're getting a lot of feedback and making changes.
Favorite dragon and why?
Okay. My new favorite dragon as of this week is Nagafin, okay? And Nagafin is actually a dragon that comes from EverQuest. And that's what really got me into MMO gaming was EverQuest. And Nagafin and Vox were the 2 main bosses you could fight there. So we're here at SOE Live. Everyone here knows EverQuest. We asked Runewaker, we gave him actually art from EQ2 and said, hey, can you make this dragon for Dragon's Profit? And it's nothing really to do with your game, but it's so awesome. And we want players to be able to ride Nagafin. And they did a quick turnaround on it, and he looks amazing. So now everyone that's here at SOE Live will own Nagafin and be able to ride him. And at some point, for people that couldn't make it here, we'll probably put Nagafin in the marketplace and allow him to be sold either for station cash or for dragon insignias, so players can buy him. But we want to give everyone who came here a little bit of time of like being the only ones that own Nagafin. But he just looks so cool.
And when can people get their hands on Dragon's Profit?
Anytime. They go to dragonsprofitthegame.com. It's free to play. Just sign up and download the game, create an account, unless you already have a station account, and jump in and play.